Taking the time to join me today is not only my father, but also former CPGA golf professional Ross Kenny. And Dad, I guess, thanks for joining me. We're talking a little bit about the Olympics and, with golf now being involved in the Olympics, how this cancellation is really affecting the sport and affecting golfers. This is something that hadn't been in the Olympics for 112 years. And then 2016 with the Zika virus stopped a lot of different golfers from joining in. But now that it's in, this was sort of the chance for certain players like maybe Dustin Johnson, maybe Tiger Woods to really shine at the Olympic level.
Yeah, for sure. I think that, and that's the states, like that's the Americans that are going to be eligible for it. But every country had, representatives that were looking forward to going in it. I think, having said that, in this part of the world, I don't think it's going to hurt the game a lot because, or yet anyway, because, there's still snow on the ground. So I think after the fact though, with these majors being canceled and a little bit of the limelight off the game, it's going to hurt the game a little bit for sure.
Now, with many of the 4 major tournaments being canceled, including the Masters, do you think maybe some people were possibly hoping that the Olympics would be almost like a 5th or a 6th major tournament?
Well, I think it was growing. I don't know that was a highlight as far as a major goes. I don't think it had carried a lot of momentum yet. But once after this Olympics, it was probably going to get going a little bit more and be a little more important to the fans for sure. I think it's very important to the players themselves. And I think golf has done a really good job of that over the years of promoting its players around the world, and regardless of whether the PGA is directly receiving funds for that or the players themselves are, they still promote. So they've done a good job of that. But I don't know that in this case that it would hurt like that. It would be considered a 6th major. It's more of an interest type thing.
Now, you mentioned different players buying into the Olympics and really standing behind it. One of those players is Tiger Woods, who has said he wants an Olympic gold on his resume, sort of like an icing on the cake, as he already has pretty much everything possible in the golf world. However, if this Olympics gets pushed to 2021, could this cause problems for someone like Tiger who is getting older?
Yeah, I guess, it depends upon the timing of their injuries, like all of them. But I think with Tiger, like you can never count him out. I mean, he's shown that to us in the past for sure. It'd be interesting to see him in the hunt in an Olympics. I mean, it would definitely, the interest would go up for sure.
And then someone on the flip side, Brooke Henderson, who is going to be representing Canada at the Olympics. For someone like her who's younger, how could they improve over this year?
Yeah, I think either way, I think she's, whether it's this year or next year, I think, it'd be really interesting to see how she does, because I think she'd have a, good chance to be in the hunt either way. Although, they do play, the Olympics are being held in Japan, and I don't know how many people from North America have been over there to play the course, or if it's more, the Asian tours that'll have an advantage with that.
Well, thank you for taking the time. This was Ross Kenny, former CPGA golf pro.